Set in the southeast of the beautiful Yorkshire Dales, Bolton Abbey Estate is a popular day out for people of all ages. In this video we're going to take you on a 7-mile circular trail around Bolton Abbey. We will show you some of the things that you could see on your trip, such as the Priory ruins, the peaceful nature trails, and the ferocious Strid, which some say is one of the most dangerous stretches of river in the world. While I don't know how accurate this claim is, there is no denying that you should be careful around the impressive Strid. We're starting off here at the Bolton Abbey car park, and we're going to head down towards the Priory. We're starting the day heading off over there to the Priory, which you can see off in the distance. These are the ruins of a 12th century Augustinian monastery. You can go inside, so we're going to go take a wander around and get a closer look. After being gifted the land in 1154, the Augustinian canons lived and worshipped here until the priory was closed in the 1539 dissolution of the monasteries as ordered by Henry VIII. In this time the canons not only lived as monks, but they were ordained as priests and became really involved in local community life. Bolton Priory's fate was similar to that of so many others, being stripped of its commercial assets to fund the crown and Henry VIII's conquests. Even the lead from the roof was sold. However, as the canons had pastoral responsibilities in the surrounding community, and it was the only church in the area, they were able to negotiate with Cromwell to preserve the nave, and the church still thrives today. Next we're heading down here to cross the River Wharfe. There are 60 stones, supposedly, I read that, I've not actually counted them, and they used to be used by the workers at the Priory to cross the River Wharfe. However, I think today, given that the river is quite fast and some of those rocks are looking like they've fallen over a fair bit, we're going to follow those people and take the bridge. When you Google Bolton Abbey, this spot is where you'll see a lot of photos taken from. So you'll have the stepping stones in the foreground and the beautiful priory in the background. You can see just over here to the left, there's quite a large, nice beach area. I've just spotted some fake stepping stones over here. Throughout the year, different events and activities are held at Bolton Abbey. On our most recent visit, it was the Welly Walk, which runs from May until the end of October. This trail is a fun activity for families with children and involves tackling different obstacles such as stepping stones, nets, beams, ropes and tunnels. Bluebells! If you visit in the spring or summer, then you can enjoy all the beautiful flowers that carpet the grounds of Bolton Abbey. We're just continuing to follow the River Wharfe, keeping it on our left. We're just looking for Cavendish Bridge, which will take us back over to the other side. Look, down here on the left there's just a sea of wild garlic. We're coming up to the bridge now, so we're going to cross over to Cavendish Pavilion over there. Pavilion's a good place to stop for a cup of coffee or a freshly made sandwich or a cake. There's also some loos and a small shop over here as well. Next we're heading this way through Stridwood, leaving the pavilion behind us to go on to our next stop. When you first come into the wood there's a sign here for the nature trail. So we're here, just where the pavilion was, and next we're heading all the way along to here to see the Strid. You have several different options for trails around the estate. There are different distances, difficulties and terrains available, so I would suggest visiting the Bolton Abbey website before your trip to see which walk you would like to do. I will link to the relevant pages in the description below this video. The Stridwood nature trails are colour-coded, so if you choose one of these as part of your visit, then take note of the colour of your trail because there will be arrows around for you to follow. The beautiful Stridwood consists mainly of oak trees. Foresters at Bolton Abbey gather the acorns off the floor and send them off to a nursery, where they are grown and then returned as saplings to be planted in woodland areas around the estate. These woods are so green and lush. Almost makes all of that rain we've had this month worth it. Almost. Next we're about to come to the Strid. The powerful water crashing and swirling through the rocks is an incredible sight. However, the Strid is actually very dangerous. The reason it's so dangerous is because the river is pushed through a narrow gap, and as you can see it's really fast flowing and strong, and there are undercurrents and the two sides of rock are both undercut, so if you do get sucked under you're probably not going to be able to get back out again. The waters of the Strid are so deep that there is actually a network of caves hidden below the surface. So while the Strid is well worth seeing on your trip to Bolton Abbey, be very careful, especially after rain, as the surrounding rocks can get slippery. We've left the Strid and now we're following the trail to Bardon Bridge, where we'll cross the river and head back in the other direction. We can hear a woodpecker somewhere, but we can't see him. We've seen so many really interesting birds on this walk, but they've all been too fast for our camera, unfortunately. Oh, you can smell all the wild garlic. Oh, hello. Now we've reached the aqueduct, which carries water from Nidderdale to cities in West Yorkshire. You can cross here and go to the other side if you want to make your walk shorter, but we're going to keep going. The section of the trail from the aqueducts to Bardon Bridge takes around 15 minutes. We've reached Bardon Bridge, so we're going to cross over to the other side, just over there, and follow the route back to the Priory. The route takes you back through rolling countryside and lush green woodland, with the River Wharfe running below you. The distance from Bardon Bridge to Bolton Priory is around 3.5 miles. However, there is a short detour to another point of interest on the way back, which we will take you to now. Just after crossing that bridge, we've come to this sign here, and it says, "Route to Simon's Seat via Valley of Desolation." We probably haven't got time to go to Simon's Seat, but we want to go see if Valley of Desolation is as grim as it sounds. Spoilers, it's not.
Hey, bunny.
Whew. That's a good waterfall. After spending some time admiring the waterfall, we realised we were cutting it a bit fine to get back to the car park before it closed, so we hot-butted it back to the car. Speaking of car park, at the time of filming this video, you must now pre-book your ticket. The price, which includes both admission and parking, is £10 per vehicle, not per person, and you select the car park you wish to use in advance. We parked at Bolton Abbey Village, but there are a few other options available at different locations around the estate. We have other videos from days out in Yorkshire that you might want to watch next, so I will link a couple of playlists here that you could be interested in. We also have a catalogue of other travel videos from the UK and around the world, which we'll be building up over time, so pop over to our channel if you would like to see what else we have. Thanks for watching.